Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to achieve your targets, if you want to become someone new, you've got to shift your focus from what you're focusing on that's not serving you to focusing on what is, and then the energy is going to go to that place. You may have heard that saying before. You may have heard people say, where focus goes, energy flows. You may have heard people say that. You may have people say, where attention goes, energy flows. It's the same kind of concept, but what does that actually mean and how does that relate to you? You know, there's a lot of these sayings where it's like, oh yeah, it sounds good, but how do we actually make that something into our life? How do we apply that? How do we make it practical? And I want you to just think, for example, imagine you have a career or a business and something that's really, really high on that side of things in your life, and you're really, really good at it. You're putting all your energy, all of your attention into that area of your life, right? But your health may be suffering because you're not putting the focus and the energy towards that. So if you were to start focusing a little bit more on your health, of like, you know, tracking maybe what you're eating, maybe watching what you're eating, maybe exercising more, whatever it is, you're naturally starting to put more energy and more focus onto that thing to improve that. Now, so many people, when it comes to this, they put so much focus on why they can't do things, on what's stopping them. They try and blame everyone else and they keep focusing on that. What you focus on, you get more of, right? So it's like what you put out and what you focus on, that's what you're focusing on, and you get more of that thing. So many people, they go, I don't want this, but they're focusing on this. Another example is if people don't want to drink, they go, I don't want to drink. And so they're focusing on not drinking. But where is their energy and their focus still going? Their focus is still going on drinking, right? Because they don't want to do it, but their energy is still going there. So we need to shift to what we want, you know? So the main thing is, instead of focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you want. Really important to understand that. So many people go, oh yeah, I want to make more money because I don't want to be in financial difficulty, or I don't want to be in financial stress, or I don't want to be in debt, whatever it is, but they're still putting all of their focus on the things that they don't want. So we need to flip it to the other way. We put our focus on why we want these things, because the how will figure themselves out. When the why is strong enough, the hows will figure themselves out. So it's our job to just focus on the things that we want and continuing focus on that and put our energy, because it's naturally going to happen, that our energy is going to go towards that thing, and we just connect with why. Why is important? Why is important? I'm putting all my energy here. Why is important? And obviously it can be split across a few things, but really important to focus on what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. You can ask so many people, what do you not want in your life? And they'll go, I don't want this, don't want this, don't want this. I can ask a lot of people like, who are you not? And they'll go, yep, I can write all these things. But then when we say, what do you want? People hit a blank. Or who you are, and people hit a blank too. It's just because we never had that chance to have a look at it, and we've been so focused on the negative or on the things that we don't want, instead of flipping it to the other side. And so we keep putting all of our energy, all of our focus onto the things that we don't want, and we just keep getting more of them. It's such a simple concept when you understand it. It's just focus on what you want, and energy will go there and you will build that. Because where you put your energy, you're putting your attention, you're putting your focus, you're building that. You get more of that, right? So it's like if people are really focused on making more money, that's where they're putting all of their focus. And it may not happen straight away, but they will, because they're putting more focus onto that, right? If people are really putting a lot of focus on their health, then they might start working out more and eating better and going to the gym and training hard and exercising and living a much healthier lifestyle. And that is where their focus is going, and they're gonna improve in that area because that's what they're focusing on doing. They're not focusing on not eating bad things. They're not focusing on all the times they don't go to the gym. They're focusing on what they want. So if you get anything out of this, the key thing is to focus on what you want, put all of your energy there, and that's when you'll start to get what you want. Focus is so important. If you can't focus on something, then you'll never be able to put all your attention to it, right? And it needs to be important. And if you don't know why it's important to you, ask yourself, why is it important? Make a list of 10, 15, 20, 200 reasons of why that's important to you, and then you'll naturally put more focus towards it. Now, that's about all I'm going to cover on this video. I'm going to leave it there. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, going through this. Now, this whole concept on focus, if I can leave you with a couple of action steps, just write down all the things that you want, all of the things that you're working towards, your targets, your goals, any missions that you have, and then focus on them. Don't focus on the things that are holding you back. Focus on what you want and how you're going to get there, and the things will just figure themselves out. So let me know in the comments what it is that you're focusing on. Let me know in the comments what it is that you got out of this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, have an amazing life.